So this is the 53rd lecture and the topic for today's discussion is voltage regulation. Let me define this. What do you mean by this voltage regulation? It is defined as the DC voltage VDC under no load condition NL, this NL stands for no load, minus the DC voltage under full load condition upon the VDC under full load condition FL. This FL stands for full load. When I write FL, it is full load. I'll just explain what do you mean by this. It is full load and this NL is no load. Now, what do you mean by this? We have done rectifiers. It is another performance parameter voltage regulation of a rectifier, that it can be either a half wave or a full wave rectifier. Suppose this is a rectifier here. The point is that if this is a rectifier, you apply an AC signal here. And it can be a half wave or a full wave rectifier. You apply some load here. You apply some load RL here and you get some DC voltage. It can be a half wave DC or a full wave DC depending upon what kind of rectifier it is. The point is, suppose I say it is full wave only. Now I apply a voltmeter here which will provide me a DC. Now there are two possibilities. Either suppose I say that this RL is 5 kilo ohm, 5000 ohm. First condition is that I apply this resistance of 5000 ohm here, 5000 kilo ohm here. That is called VDC and I measure the DC voltage across this. That is called the DC voltage under full load condition. And second possibility is that I remove this load resistance from here, and I measure the DC voltage. That is called the DC voltage across this under no load condition. So I hope this full load and no load is clear to you. So voltage regulation is VDC under full load condition minus VDC at no load under minus full VDC at full load upon VDC at full load condition. So let's find out the voltage regulation. I abbreviate this as VR. Voltage regulation, I say that I abbreviate this as VR. And let's find it for a full wave rectifier. VR of a full wave rectifier. It can be done for half wave rectifier also. So for a full wave rectifier, suppose this is your full waveform and this is the DC value of this IDC. We have derived that this IDC for a full wave rectifier, it is equal to twice Im by pi, where this is Im. This maximum is Im. So I'll start from here only. That is, since this IDC is equal to, I am finding for full wave rectifier, IDC is equal to twice Im by pi, and we know that this Im, I can say it is 2 upon pi is already there. This Im is equal to Vm upon Rf plus RL. This Rf is nothing. Suppose you use a diode. Of course every rectifier requires a diode. This diode, if the resistance offered by this diode is Rf, we have mentioned this many times. If this is Rf and if the load resistance is RL, then we have done this many times, that this Im maximum current is equal to, of the output current is equal to Vm upon Rf plus RL. This implies that I say that this Rf, since, just see, I know that this Rf is far less than RL. Since this Rf is far less than RL, ideally it is 0. Since this Rf is far less than RL, so I can say that this IDC, this implies that I make an approximation. That is, I neglect this from here. I neglect this Rf from here as it is far less than, suppose it's 5 kilo ohm, 5000 ohm, and this is 25 ohm. So it is negligible as compared to this. So I can say it is twice Vm by pi upon RL. So okay, I'll make it approximately equal to, in spite of equal to, it is equal to twice Vm by pi, and I neglect this from here, it is equal to RL. I'll use this first of all. So it is equal to IDC is equal to, for a full wave rectifier I'm finding IDC is equal to this much. Now I'm interested in this VDC at full load. Let's find out. I'm interested in voltage regulation, so I have to find VDC at full load and VDC at no load. So let's find out the value of VDC at full load condition. So now next I find the VDC, that is the DC voltage under full load condition. Full load conditions means when this RL exists, when this RL is there. Second case, when I remove this RL from the circuit, second case will be that. So it will be equal to VDC. I know it is equal to IDC into RL. VDC is simply IDC is equal to RL. We are discussing full wave rectifier. IDC is equal to twice Im by pi. I write this as twice Im by pi into RL. Again I substitute this Im is equal to Vm upon Rf plus RL. So it is 2 upon pi as it is, RL as it is, and I substitute this Im is equal to Vm upon Rf plus RL. Vm upon Rf plus RL, and of course this RL is here. Now all I do, one mathematical manipulation that I do here, that is I multiply both sides, numerator and denominator, by 1 by RL. That is I do 1 by RL here and 1 by RL here also. 1 by RL here also. That is I can say that this VDC under full load condition, I can say it is equal to twice 2 upon pi into Vm is already there. Look at the denominator. I can say it is Rf upon RL, Rf upon RL plus RL upon RL, RL upon RL, and this factor is already there. It is RL upon RL. So this factor will cancel, it is 1. RL upon RL will be 1. This implies that I can say that this VDC at full load condition, under full load condition, will be twice Vm by pi, and this factor is 1 plus Rf upon RL. Of course in denominator this factor will be 1 plus Rf upon RL, or I can say that this is equal to, if I bring it in the numerator, it will be twice Vm by pi into 1 plus Rf upon RL. Can I say it is equal to this to the power minus 1? In the numerator it will be power minus 1. Now I expand this binomially. That is 1 plus x to the power minus 1. It is equal to 1 minus x plus x square upon factorial 2. You must be knowing this. That is 1 plus x to the power minus 1 is equal to 1 minus x plus x square upon factorial 2, and so on. Now I move only up to first term only, 1 minus x, and I neglect the higher terms here. So I can say that this is equal to twice Vm by pi. I expand this will be equal to 1 minus Rf upon RL, and I neglect the higher terms because Rf is far less than RL. This quantity will be very small, so I neglect the higher terms. I expand this only up to the first term. So finally I can say that this VDC under full load condition, under the full load condition, I expand this, multiply this from twice Vm by pi inside the bracket. It will be twice Vm by pi minus 2 Vm by pi into Rf upon RL. I hope that this is clear to you. Now look at this quantity, twice Vm by pi into RL. If you look at this quantity, twice Vm by pi into RL, twice Vm by pi into RL is this quantity here. It is IDC. IDC is twice Vm by pi into RL. So here I replace this by IDC. So I can say that the value of VDC, this implies that the value of DC voltage under full load condition will be equal to twice Vm by pi minus minus this factor is IDC. I replace this by IDC. So it is IDC into RF. I hope that this is clear to you. First, this is VDC under full load condition. So I found this VDC under full load condition. Let's find out the VDC under no load condition. So VDC under no load condition. No load means this RL has been removed. This load resistance does not exist. If this does not exist, means that this, if nothing is there between, suppose there's a voltage here and I don't have any element here, it means this is infinite resistance here. It is very clear. So here only at any stage I can say, where should I substitute this? Suppose I say that it is equal to at this point. This is at full load when RL exists. Okay, at this point, this quantity is infinity. If this is infinity, this is tending to infinity, just see. If this is infinity, means this factor, this complete factor will be 0. If this factor is 0, so your VDC under no load condition will be simply twice Vm by pi. So I can say VDC under no load condition will be twice Vm by pi. I hope that this is clear to you. Once you have found these two quantities, now you have to find the voltage regulation. Therefore, I can say that the value of voltage regulation is, as per definition, of course I am finding it for a full wave rectifier. For full wave rectifier, it is VDC at no load. It is VDC at no load minus VDC at full load, this whole upon VDC at full load condition. So I am finding the value of voltage regulation from here. So from here, the value of voltage regulation, VDC at no load is twice Vm by pi. We've just found twice Vm by pi, minus VDC at full load is this much, 2 Vm by pi minus IDC into RF, this is VDC at full load, upon VDC at no load minus VDC at full load upon VDC at full load. VDC at full load is this much, again twice Vm by pi minus IDC into the forward resistance of diode RF. Now if I expand this, twice Vm by pi minus twice Vm by pi will cancel out. So you'll have IDC into RF. This implies that the voltage regulation will be equal to, it will be IDC into RF, IDC into the forward resistance RF upon twice Vm by pi, twice Vm by pi minus IDC into RF. This is the voltage regulation of a full wave rectifier. Remember that I am finding this for a, this is for a full wave rectifier. Same thing can be found for half wave rectifier also. You can do it on your own. The only difference here is that IDC will be Im by pi in spite of twice Im by pi. So you'll get Vm by pi here. That is the only difference. Now ideal value, if I say what should be the ideal value of, ideally this voltage regulation, this should be equal to 0. Since this RF is 0 here, so ideally the voltage, the value of voltage regulation, it must be equal to 0 here, or it should have the minimum value as small as possible. The voltage regulation, ideally it should be 0, otherwise as small as possible. So this is the voltage regulation, which is defined as the ratio of these two quantities, that is the difference between the no load and full load upon your full load voltage condition. What is the voltage under full load condition and what is voltage under no load condition? The ratio of these two is called the voltage regulation, and this is the voltage regulation of a full wave rectifier. For half wave, just simply replace this by IDC is equal to Im by pi. Rest everywhere it will be, this 2 will be removed from every side, and you will get the voltage regulation for a half wave rectifier also. So this is another parameter of a rectifier. Let's deal with one more parameter. And another performance parameter for all the rectifiers is a peak inverse voltage. Take another article, that is peak inverse voltage, abbreviated as PIV. Another article is this peak inverse voltage, a very small article. Peak inverse voltage, what do you mean by this peak inverse voltage first of all? Now, before I come to this, let's talk about the rectifiers we have done. Whether you talk about the half wave rectifier or a full wave rectifier, for example, let us take a half wave rectifier only. I take a half wave rectifier, a transformer is here and a diode, followed by a load resistance where we get a pulsating DC. And suppose I say that here the input applied here is a AC signal is applied at this point. At this point an AC signal is applied. Here this is VI. And suppose I say that it is the instantaneous value of this is Vm sine omega t. And of course at the output you get a pulsating DC of this nature. Working I have told you. Similarly, you can have a full wave rectifier also which uses another diode here. Now the point is that as far as the working is concerned, when this diode is forward biased, it acts as a closed switch and you get this. When it is reverse biased, it acts as an open switch and no current flows here. The point is that whether you talk of half wave rectifier or a full wave rectifier, either center tap or a bridge rectifier, at one instant of time, the diode or a combination of diodes is reverse biased. So under this condition, under the reverse bias condition, all the voltage drop will be across this diode only. So peak inverse voltage is the maximum voltage or the maximum possible voltage across the diode when it is reverse biased. So if I define this, what is this peak inverse voltage, I can say it is the maximum possible voltage or maximum voltage across diode, across the diode when it is a reverse bias. This is definition of peak inverse voltage. Peak means maximum. Inverse, actually this term inverse is the for the reverse bias condition. So peak inverse voltage, reverse voltage. Of course it will be reverse voltage or under the reverse bias condition. What is the maximum voltage that a diode can withstand? Otherwise it will damage, it will go into breakdown region. That it should not go into the breakdown region. That is called the peak inverse voltage. Now what is the peak inverse voltage? Let's find out the peak inverse voltage. I'll find the peak inverse voltage of a half wave rectifier. What is the peak inverse voltage of a half wave rectifier? Look at this. Peak inverse means maximum voltage is Vm. So maximum under reverse bias condition, it is like this, that when it is reverse biased, when this diode is reverse biased, it is something like this. When reverse bias means this is negative and this is positive, and maximum voltage here is Vm. Now this diode will act as a open switch and there is a load resistance here. So if I apply a voltmeter here, so the maximum voltage will be, how much will be here? It is Vm only. So maximum voltage under reverse bias condition in a half wave rectifier, it is equal to Vm. Similarly, the peak inverse voltage of a bridge rectifier, if I talk of a bridge rectifier means full wave rectifier, it will again be Vm. Same thing, same logic, but the peak inverse voltage in a center tap full wave rectifier, center tap full wave rectifier, it will be equal to twice Vm. That is the advantage of this. Why it is? Just see. If you remember the circuit of a center tap full wave rectifier, it is like this. one diode is here, another diode is here, and you use a load resistance here. This has been center tapped. We said that this is Vm sin omega t, and here it is Vm sin omega t. Let's say that suppose this diode D1, under one condition, this is open circuit, this is closed circuit, another cycle, this is open circuit and this will be closed circuit. Let's take that suppose this is acting as a closed circuit and this diode is acting as a open circuit here. Now under this condition, if you see what will happen, the voltage here, this is acting as a closed circuit, means here this voltage Vm will be dropped across this load resistance. So this Vm will be here because of this. If you apply KVL in this loop, in this upper loop, it is acting as a closed circuit. So it is Vm here and already Vm is there. If I apply a voltmeter at this point, what is the maximum voltage? Vm plus Vm, it will be twice Vm here. So the peak inverse voltage in a center tap full wave rectifier is twice Vm, while in case of half wave rectifier or a bridge rectifier, it is only Vm. So I'll stop it here. Thank you for the time.